Hey everyone, happy 2018, woohoo! It's going to be a great new year. I just wanted to come to you guys and try to be an encouragement. We got a day and a half left, so I realize I'm just a little early on it. Happy New Year. But I just wanted to say to you guys that, this is going to be a great year. Whatever happened in 2017, just if it whether it was good or bad, if it was bad, just leave it in the past. Your past does not define you. Um, just let it go. Keep it in 2017. It's not gonna break you or anything like that. Just let it go. Your past does not define you. If you had a great year, I'm happy for you guys. I'm happy for everybody who's had a great year. So just keep moving forward in 2018. Even if you didn't have that great of a year or if it's half and half, just keep moving forward in 2018 and embrace life. Life is so short. And I just wanted to tell you guys and be encouragement that no matter what you're trying to do this year, just go for it. Just do it. Always use wisdom, always use discernment, and always do your research. And, you know, do it and as long as it's not going to harm you or anybody else or any of your family, just go for it. Um, Face your fears. Do the things that you've been wanting to do. If you've been wanting to travel, travel. You don't have to wait for a soul. If you have friends that you want to go with, go. But if your friends can't go, if your family can't go, and you have the time and you have the finances, do it. Do it, do it, do it. If you're afraid to do it, it's okay. Do it anyway. Always go and do your research. Um, if you're a female, you can still do it. Just make sure you always, like, if you want to go, like me, I went by myself to Jamaica and I made sure I was at a resort. So I made sure I didn't really go out that much outside of that resort. And I was fine. It was the greatest time of my life besides Hawaii. But it was the greatest time by myself. So I did my research. I made sure I stayed safe places. But the point is, you don't have to wait for people to do it. If you want to do it this year, do it. Life is too short. You never know what the next day brings. So I just want to be an encouragement to you guys. If you want to buy a house, buy a house. If you want to buy a condo. Always do your research. Make sure it's not going to break you. Make sure you're well be with your means, be on your means. And if you want to go back to school, go back to school. Don't let nobody stand in your way. If you want to change careers, change careers. If you say, hey, I decide that I'm tired of staying where I am. I want to try a new city. I've been in the same city for 5 years or 10 years, and I want something new. Do it. Always do your research. Before I moved to Miami, I did my research. I have one cousin down here, and as well as I did YouTube videos. I came to visit. And my thing is, anyway, even if you pull a me, when like I moved to Dallas, I didn't know a soul, and I never been to Dallas. So, but I tried it anyway. Um, I was hoping to get into Houston, but I could never get a job in Houston. So sometimes God will close that door because He wants you to go this place instead. So God opened the door for Dallas, and I tell you, I met so many good people I can call family now, and I've learned so many things. I've tried so many things. I've conquered so many things, and I've embraced a lot of things, and I had a lot of learning lessons too. So, even if you want to do something like that, do it. My rule of thumb was always give a place a good year and a half, and if you don't like it, it's okay. You can either go back to the place you stayed before, or you can try somewhere else. But just do it. The worst thing you could do is not do it, and you always wonder. So if you're trying to face your fears, like I said, as long as it's not hurting nobody and yourself, do it. Like I went snorkeling in Jamaica. I am so afraid of deep water. I'm not that great of a swimmer, and I was so afraid of deep water. Even they give you a life vest, I was so afraid. But once I took that step, and I had a little help. But once I took that step, like the lifeguard made sure he was around me because he knew I was afraid. And so, but once I got over that first step into the water and over that initial couple of seconds, I was fine. And it was the best step of my life. I had never done anything like that, and it was so beautiful. And now I moved to Miami, Florida, where I'm surrounded by water. I said, look, since I'm moving to Miami, I'm going to do the snorkeling, I'm going to do the parasailing, all the stuff that makes me afraid, I have to do it. So this year, whatever makes you afraid, long as it's within, good reasons, long as it's not anything to bring harm to you or anybody else, I say embrace it, do it. If you want to open up a restaurant, do it. Um, if you want to go back to school, you can do it. I know so many people that have a family, they work full time, and they have other things going on, and they still take time to go back to school. So if they can do it, you can do it. If you want to start learning how to cook, there's YouTube. You do not have to spend money on cooking classes unless you just want to go and meet other people at those cooking classes, and that's fine. But you can YouTube. There's other things that you can learn. I love to cook, and if you would have saw where I started, yeah, it was terrible. But now my friends is like, Rachel has like the best food. But I still had to keep going. I mean, it might be, not the prettiest at first, but you have to just keep pushing through and pushing through and pushing through. Like this year, you might have a goal, and it might not be, you might not start off the prettiest. But my advice to you is to keep going, no matter what, keep going. Now, if you decide that it is simply not for you, try something else. If it falls off, just try something else. And if you decide you like that something else, just do it. Just keep working at it because you know a lot of things that's worthwhile. It can be a little challenging. So and always think about it. On the other side of that challenge, on the other side of that fear, could be a good blessing, or you can be a blessing to somebody else that needs it. So I just want to encourage you guys. Anything you want to do this year, do it. Um, and if you are trying to take a step to move somewhere and you're afraid to take that step, just don't think about it. Like I said, do your research. But you always can meet people. You can meet families. Don't be afraid to take that step because you have to start over. Starting over is not the end of the world. Starting over can be a great thing. Um, there's places like here. I moved from North Carolina to Dallas, Texas, and from Dallas, Texas to Miami Beach. I didn't know a soul in any spot except for this one where I have one cousin, but we both live our own lives. So there's places there's Meetup. So if you want to move somewhere and you're afraid that you won't meet people, try Meetup. It's fun. I met this group called Believers in Action, and I'm actually really excited about joining that group. And then I'm very outdoorsy. I love outdoors things. So they have different meetups for outdoorsy stuff. I love to read. They have book clubs. So even if you're moving places, you can always do this thing called Meetup, and join people that have that similar interest as you. So just try it. Don't not move to a place because you're afraid that you starting over, or you're afraid that you won't meet people. Just step out your door and be friendly and be open. You'll meet tons of people. I do it every day. But anyway, this year, God, put on my spirit, forget, in Isaiah 43, he says, forget the former things, for I am doing a new thing. And also in Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you. So just embrace the things that God has in store for you. If he closes, if you want to, if it was a situation like mine and I want to go to this city, if he don't open that door to that city, that means he's it's not for you. It's something that He's protecting you from there. And if He opens another door for this city, just always just try it and see. And if you feel like it's not for you, try somewhere else. And you don't get to bouncing around and jumping around somewhere, but just at least try it for a year and a half. That's always my rule of thumb. And I hope you guys have a safe, happy new year. If and another thing, if you want to, another thing I did new this year was I started doing these videos. I'm praying that it's going to go good and successful. I've only done a few, but if you want to do videos, if you're a natural hair girl like me and you want to do natural hair stuff, do it. Embrace it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Because the worst thing you cannot do is not to try. So I'm thankful for at least trying the things I did. Stuff can be a learning lesson. Things, people, what have you, can be a learning lesson. You just learn not to do those things again, or not to be around those certain people again, or be around people that are like that certain people. It's just always a learning lesson. So there's nothing wrong with beginning again. I'm a big fan of Joyce Meyer, and she has this book called You Can Begin Again. So no matter what you've been going through, or how life has been to you this past year, leave it in the past. January 1st, start fresh. And even if you have a hiccup in that first month or first couple of months, it's okay. We still start again. The only thing that's holding you back is you. And the only thing that would keep you from embracing this year would be you. So, and even if it comes to be a challenge, it's okay. Life is full of challenges, but you can get through it. And I also want to encourage you guys that, you never know what somebody's going through. So always try to be nice. Always try to be courteous to people. Because just a kind word can make somebody's day. It can make somebody's week, because you never know what's going on in their soul and their spirit, what they're struggling with. So if you can take like the time, if you see somebody that's not quite there, and I don't mean mentally not there, but I mean like that is kind of, you can feel it struggling, take like a few minutes. That few minutes could, you never know, it could save their life. It can make their day. It can warm their spirit. You never know. So if you can this year, try to be nice to people. And you don't want to be too nice where people take advantage. You can always, hold that. But just use good discernment. I've learned that this year too. You never know what people are going through. So, try not to be mean all the time. And if people are mean to you, just know that it's something going on with them. And it's not you at all. Just it's something going on with them. So don't take it personal. And don't hold it against them, because you never know, it's something that they might be going through. And if anything, you can give a positive encouraging word. And if they take it, they take it. If they don't, that's okay. But at least give it, because you never know. But anyway, I hope you guys have a safe, happy new year. Keep it positive. Ignore the negative. Ain't nobody got time for the negative. Positive, 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 positive. And embrace this year. All right. Be safe. Have fun. Bye.